good morning, good evening, and good night. Welcome to Positive Rate. How are you doing today? I'm your host, Willy Canuck. Got a mid-haul flight. Big shout out to Lena. He was first in today. Wellington, it is windy. Let me tell you, once we get the noises up, it's not disappointing today. Again, we seem to be encountering the dreaded multiplayer issue. I don't know what might cause, because flying looks like it's a B-77, but I can only see a name tag. Again. Ugh, so frustrating. Either way, I'm your host, Willy Canuck. Hope you're doing well. Big shout out to Nighthawk, of course, is joining us on the tarmac today. And we are skirting away, leaving this place, shooting off to Fiji, and we've got some VFR stuff planned for that next week as well. I'll turn the music down a little bit more. I'm invisible on your screen too. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Model matching after Sim Update 3 just seems to have taken a nosedive. I always tend to think it's something server side, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's like there's something not quite clicking, and yeah, I don't know. One day they'll fix it. But it happens every time there's a sim update. The model matching in the multiplayer starts going haywire for like weeks, and there's just no explanation to it, unfortunately. Anyway, as you can see, we are in the 777 200ER by PMDG. I've got a nice A&A livery here. I love this. It's very, very good. And we're flying the Pratt & Whitneys today as well. So I'll bring up those sim noises. Here we go. But yeah, huge hello to everyone. It's definitely getting colder in Scotland. Our winter is starting to set in now.
Hello!
Hello to you. So we've got a juicy flight plan. It's relatively straightforward. I use Simbrief if you're flying with us today, or you can follow along. There's a OFP pasted at the top of the chat. You can look at the entire route, and including fuel load and all that kind of thing. I'll take you through the route just now. So we are departing Wellington 777. It's light, relatively light fuel load, even despite the 3-hour flight time. Which is nothing for a 777. So we're fairly light on fuel. We'll be doing a flaps 15 takeoff. It's only about a 6,500 foot runway. It is achievable. It is achievable on a 15 flaps takeoff, and considering low fuel load. You would not be able to do this departure from Wellington if we were flying like an endurance 12 hours. Not a chance. Not a chance. Too heavy, not enough runway. But on this occasion, we can do it. So we're taking the Upland 1P RNAV departure from Wellington, which gives us a slight course correction to the west before flying through Upland, and then covering most of the North Island. So we'll be seeing quite a lot of, depending on weather, quite a lot of the North Island, New Zealand, as we are departing, then over a relatively large stretch of water. On the way to Fiji, we're going to Nadi International Airport, which is a substantial size. Now, this is, strangely, no ILS available. Based on winds today, it is a runway 20 arrival, and just to show you what that looks like. So we're coming through AgTag, intercepting Mokti, and this RNAV arrival is pretty much a turn around. So starting at Mokti, we were starting on a 025 degree. Sorry, that's 025 coming into the airport. It's a three degree descent, starting at 4,500 from Mokti, as we slowly descend towards. So this could be a little bit challenging. We're gonna have to have our wits about us, and it's not, I mean, it's really just coming around the bend and boom, there. So I think it's mountains. So this is the problem. is the problem, guys. There's mountains, so we kind of have to cut in 4,500 and then just skirt around and eyeball it into runway 20. So this is actually going to be one of the more challenging arrivals that I've done for a while. And I mean, if you look at these altitudes, I mean, it's mandatory. You must be at 3,550, you must be at 2,000, you must be at 1,000, that kind of thing. So we'll see how it works. Might see if we can get the plane to help us a bit as well, which might be a bit of a cheat, but I think I'm gonna need all the help I can get. Runway 20, yeah, coming in nice long 10,000 footer. Not a problem there. Plenty of space to stop and slow down. We will probably have to backtrack, come back up to the terminal, and yeah, that's how we're gonna do it today, guys. So we've got everything powered up. I've got Universal Announcer loaded as well, so we'll see if that kicks into action. That should come in when we put the logo on.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is William. I'll be your first officer for today's flight. On behalf of the captain and myself, welcome you aboard and wish you an enjoyable journey. We're expecting the departure schedule today, just completing some final checks before we get underway. Our cabin crew will be taking you through the safety briefing shortly after pushback, and they are here to ensure your safety throughout today's flight. At the moment, we're not anticipating any delays arriving at our destination, but we'll keep you updated if that changes. And we hope you enjoy flying with us today.
Very good. So instruments, heading, altimeter 10,000. Actually, we haven't done that yet. Checklists are good, huh? Got some nice boarding music there. Right. Departure today, 10:15 barrel. Change that down there. Couple tweaks to the right, that'll do it. 115, okay, 1015 I should say. 10,000 initial, that should be okay. Departure runway today is excuse me. Departure runway is 340 degrees on the nose. Go, and I want to get a nice quick climb, so we're gonna leave LNAV and VNAV off initially, just so the airplane will hold that VRAP from 138 and give us a nice climb out before we start settling down into flaps and stuff like. I think there's a bit of a noise abatement on Wellington as well, just based on the departure, so I'm sure everybody living on the ground will appreciate that. Flight instruments, that's fine. Brakes, we can set those now. And before start, flight deck closed and locked. I think, yeah, we're all good there. That's fine. MCP V2 heading track and L2 is all set. That's fine. Takeoff speeds, V1 and VREF, yeah, that's all set. So I think it's a 123, 127, 133. So your pre-flight's done. Trim is 6.5. Double check that. 6.5 is set. Taxi and takeoff briefing, right? Okay. So we are currently sitting around here. So I think what we're going to do is we'll be immediate cross over to Bravo 10, picking up Alpha, entering the runway at Alpha 11, lining up for 3-4. Should do nicely. And the beacon can now go on. Okay, at this point we'll put the seatbelts on as well. And as soon as those seatbelts on, that usually cancels out the boarding, which is really cool. Lemonizer, is that, if I'm saying it right? Hi, says Lemonizer. How you doing, man? Big hello for you. Actually, someone punch in a hello for Lemonizer there while I'm concentrating on this. Anyway, okay, before start, so that is ready to go. I think we can probably start on stand here. Actually, we'll maybe push back just a little bit. So, we will get the APU started. There you go. Who did that one? Oh, that was Lena. Thank you for that, Lena. Got to get a proper Mrs. Doubtfire hello when we got people coming onto the stream. Right, we can monitor that APU startup too by going here. And we should start seeing activity down here any minute. It does take a few minutes, or a few seconds, because the door opens, I guess, and then your ignition sequence, and there you go. We can see that APU is starting to spin up nicely now. Does take a bit longer on the larger planes, the APU, I find, but I guess they're considerably larger for the power requirements of the airplane. Oh, actually, Nighthawk got that one. Okay, fair enough. So once that is spooled up completely, we'll see the secondary power, currently on ground power, we'll see that drop out, because that clicks over automatically, and then we can disengage the primary external power and detach the cart. You can see that's almost up, and if we watch here, you're going to see that status change any moment. There it goes. So take off that, and we can disengage our ground power. Ground services? Yeah. No, ground connections. Release the ground power, please, and remove the chocks because we got the brakes on. And I think we're now ready to do a bit of a pushback. So we can get the fuel on. Passengers should be nice and buckled in at this point. I don't think we're going to see a visible truck, so I think we'll just take the brakes off. It should start rolling backwards. Yes, it will. Hopefully not do it when you turn.
Cabin crew, please arm the doors for departure.
Oh, yeah, good point. Let's arm those doors. There we go. Nice roll backwards here. And we'll go engine 2. Spool up here. Engine page would be good. Not that one. That one. And bring the fuel. Hear the engine start from the cabin.
On behalf of the flight and cabin crew, I wish to welcome you aboard our flight today.
Never mind.
We'll soon be underway to our destination, so we ask you to ensure your seats and tray tables are in their upright and locked position, and that all hand baggage not in the overhead bins is secure under the seat in front of you. If you require any assistance to secure onboard luggage, please alert a member of our cabin crew to assist you. At this time, we ask that you secure any large devices such as laptops and place all mobile devices into flight mode prior to takeoff. Please note that devices should remain in flight mode for the duration of the flight until advised after landing. As the seatbelt sign is now illuminated, we require all passengers to secure their seatbelts and ensure these are visible to a member of our crew as we secure the cabin for takeoff. We remind passengers that while the cabin crew is here for your comfort, our primary goal is to ensure your safety. We now ask for your attention as we go through the safety briefing for this aircraft. Please note that the briefing may contain specific advice for this aircraft type, and so we ask for your full attention, even if you are a frequent flyer.
Welcome aboard. Your safety is important.
Oh, look at that smoke effect. Isn't that cool?
Our cabin crew will now take you through the various safety features on this aircraft, which is also outlined in the safety card in the seat pocket in front of you. Please take time to study this card in the event of an emergency. Seat belts must be fastened at all times during takeoff and landing. Fasten your
Very
seatbelt
good.
by inserting the clip into the buckle as shown, and tighten until snug around your
Okay.
waist. To
We can
release,
get on
simply lift
that.
the flap
So,
on the buckle like this. Do not remove your
ignition
belt
sequence
until
complete
the
in engine
seatbelt
1.
sign is off. It is also recommended to keep your seatbelt fastened at all
And I
times
think
while
we're good
seated
to
on
go.
the airplane. There are
Taxi
several
light, come on
emergency
now.
exits available on this aircraft, which the crew will now direct your attention to. Please locate the emergency exit closest to you. Take note that your closest exit may be
Brakes
behind
off, and
you. In
a
the
little
event
bit
of
of
a
throttle.
cabin
Let's get
depressurization,
this airplane turned.
oxygen masks will drop above you. Pull the mask down towards you to start the oxygen. Place
See
the
Nighthawk
mask on your
rolling out.
face and tighten the straps as shown. Ensure that your own mask is securely fastened before assisting young children or vulnerable adults. Should the aircraft need to be evacuated, emergency lighting along the aisle will guide you to the closest exit. Remove all shoes before exiting the aircraft. Do not take any personal belongings. In the event of a water landing, a life vest can be found under your seat. Put on the life vest and fasten as shown. Just before exiting the aircraft, pull on the cord to inflate. You can also inflate the vest through the tube as shown. Each vest has a light and a whistle.
There's that pin again,
Please obey
yeah.
instructions from the cabin crew at all times to ensure that you have a safe and enjoyable flight. Now sit back and relax while we prepare the aircraft for departure.
Okay, we will come to stand. Obviously, we can't see Nighthawk, but we can watch his name tag depart anyway. Maybe he'll show up as a was an A10 Thunderbolt or Thunderchild that came out last time, wasn't it? Okay, so there's our holding position for free thrower. So bring that down. You can hear those Pratts spooling in the background. That is lovely. I wonder if we'll actually hear Nighthawk. I might not see him, but can we hear him? Let's see, because I'm trying to understand how bad this problem is. If we can hear him but not see him, then it's purely model matching. If we can't hear him when he takes off, that's a bigger issue. And you can hear that wind in the background, man. I think we had about, I suppose, 16 knot headwind coming off runway 34 today, so. Oh. Must be vapor. That'll be vapor from the weather. See that cloud coming in here. That is neat. It suddenly started raining, yeah. Oh, here's spool up. This is the whole stream, guys. We're just gonna sit here and watch Nighthawk on the runway. Oh, there he goes. I don't think I can hear him. I don't think I can. So yeah, I don't. Very interesting issue. Oh yes, it has started raining. It has indeed. Alright, we'll put on intermittent here for a moment. Can come off and ooh, let's prepare the cabin here, folks.
Cabin crew is secure for takeoff.
Well, Wellington's living up to its name today, isn't it? It is known for being a very, very windy and somewhat turbulent airport at times.
Cabin secure for takeoff.
By the way, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button for me, and if you are watching the background new to the channel, please do subscribe and join our Discord. Nice bunch of guys and girls. We have lots of people that all walks of life. Okay, checklist incomplete, that's fine. I know what that is causing that. Now we're gonna wait here for a minute just for checklist. Any ice, alright. RTO, that can come on. Any ice, I don't think we'll need that. Well, that's automatic anyway. Flight controls are checked, ground equipment's clear. Before takeoff, flaps 15. Ooh, that would be a good start. Checklists, aren't they useful? Go. Caution's disappeared, as to be expected. Should be good to go now. Turn that off because I don't think we're getting much in the way of rain. Nothing that's going to get in the way. Not that the wipers do anything anyway in this simulator. It seems to work better in X-Plane, I've noticed. Okay, 50% power. And we are stable, foot off the brakes. Toga power.
Knots.
We are
Rotate.
easy done.
Positive rate of climb.
You're up. Slight over pitch there. That is giving us incredible climb rate if you're looking out the window here. Just like a rocket, because holding that slow speed. Now at this point I'm quite happy to bring LNAV and VNAV on. Yeah, we can retract those flaps back as we start to gain speed. Some noise abatement, that's for sure. Didn't seem to want to drop in the nose very quickly. Now probably gonna need a bit more flap here. So we'll bring it back to flaps 5 until that VNAV decides to drop the nose down for us. Put us in the safe zone here. Now it's dropping the nose, so we should see this. That is a very, very steep noise.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened at this time until the captain has turned off the seatbelt signs. Our cabin crew will begin refreshment service momentarily with a selection of hot or cold snacks and beverages. Full listing of the refreshments on offer is available in your flight guide located in the seat pouch in front of you.
Okay, now starting to increase. Could drop the flaps 1. That is a steep climb, I'll tell you. Okay, just that VNAV off and on again. Interesting. Performance VNAV unavailable. Oh. Indeed. That's a new one. Okay. All nav is working now. So we'll just do this manually for the moment. We can increase that up to 290. Gone to get a coffee, right. Oh, I didn't need the runway. Yeah, I didn't need the runway at all. Really. What are you doing, airplane? Come on. Why don't you go climb? No, don't want you. It says the VNAV is not working. Lapse. Oh, well, that's fine. I've not come across this issue before. Try putting that back on. Alright, let's go flight level change to get airplane moving. But as for why that VNAV is not working, I have no idea. Ah, well, I have noticed it doesn't have any altitudes. Well, that's curious. That is very curious. Con speed, well, I'll say 290. Not gonna give me anything. Missed a trick there. I've never come across this before. That can go to standard. Those fluffy clouds out there. You're following in an F-22? And Hook Leia, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Someone give Hook Leia a big hello for us. Okay, well, if we don't have VNAV, we don't have VNAV. We'll just have to work this out somehow. So we've got cruise altitude there. Cruise altitude there. Consent. Very weird. Yeah, no altitudes in there. There was, this was recently updated, so I'm not saying it's the airplane's fault. Could be pilot error, absolutely. But I'm just wondering if that update had something to do with all this. Hello! Oh, hello! Mrs. Tippy, how are you? Good morning. Oh, you got up bright and early for us today, thank you. Again, don't forget, guys, hit the like button for me. It's because I need validation. I need to feel like people actually like me. Just joke. Glad you're here. Flight directors on. Put VNAV back on. FMC, yeah, performance VNAV unavailable. How bizarre. Well, this is going to be a very interesting view now. Okay, let's look at our approach anyway. I mean, even if I just put in maybe 390 in here, will that do anything for me? Ah, I have no cost index. Okay, usually that comes in automatically. There's the reason. Cost index for this is where's your cost index? 16. That's why. So because there's the cost index kind of drives enable next altitude. That's fine. We'll fix that. And we'll just put in 5 here. It's fine. Enable next altitude. Okay, yeah. But now we're cooking gas. See, now we've got details in here, so that's fine. 410. I don't know why it's put in 410 anyway. I've definitely got. Yeah. So the cost index is important because that tells the VNAV how aggressively or passively it should control the altitudes to conserve fuel. So why that didn't come in, I'm not quite sure, but there's more. Unable next altitude. All right, we'll clear that out then. Actually, I don't know how to do that. Let's say 3 set. Well, let's say 3. You managed 370. And it should recalculate everything here. Yep, there. We'll do that one. Okay. Seems to want to take us up to 41,000, so I'm not going to argue. Alright, that is now looking a bit better. Get that range out as well. We get a long way to go. And there's our top of descent up there, I think. Top of climb, yeah. Oh, come. Cool, alright. Bring some music back in here. Ugh, after all that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab coffee now too, guys. So we'll give you some nice views here somewhere. How's that? Back with coffee. Yeah, I'm about to go for coffee. Okay, guys. Bear with me. I'm just gonna grab coffee, and I'll see you in a little minute. Right. Coffees are dangerous. Mrs. Canuck practically pinned me to the wall to demand details about some work we're getting done to the house. Anyway, where are we? Oh, that's curious. Right at red line. Probably because I've got that overridden here. Let's go 0.83. Will that take that? Oh, Mach 0.87. Well, that's it. Maybe pushing it a little bit. So we'll go 835. And our climb has stalled, so see if it'll VNAV will take us up. Should do. Yeah, working VNAVs are handy things. Hit the pen. Once we do get up the cruise, I got some news to go through. Oh, hang on. There we go. Got my coffee. Should get that ready now. A lot of hardware announcements. And actually, interesting drop from Asobo as well for the Japan update. So I'm just getting the news ready here. Okay. Oh, Nighthawk's up ahead there. Looks like we're about the same speed as well, so that's good. Now you decide to fly 39,000. What the heck is going on? Step T for... Actually, was there a step altitude in there? Maybe there was. Don't know. Okay, I need to use on too. Doing all sorts of weird things today. Right. Bring that music down. And, shall we do any of these guys? Find a nice view out here. There you go, you can see the, still over the North Island, actually. New Zealand's bigger than you think. Right. Let's go battle some news here. Right, well, a lot of news in Flight Simulator, a lot of stuff coming out of Asobo. So the first is another big update for Japan. This is World Update 20. Now, the nice thing about this is unless you have downloaded the scenery, which you can do now, I believe this content is just automatically updated on the stream. So basically, the next time you fly in the area, it will... They'll just give it to you. That's, as far as I understand, that's how it works. But it's looking pretty cool. They've added a lot of really nice points of interest. You can see the Tadaji Temple there. Gifu Castle. There's an observatory in here. Looks really cool. Some of these bridges look amazing too. And the mountains. I don't know how if they've actually kind of put more detail into the mountains or enhance the photogrammetry or how it works, but. Yeah, it's looking fantastic, and Tokyo is such an awesome place to fly. So, you have to purchase the World Update. Oh, okay, you gotta buy it. See, I can never find them. That's the problem. The marketplace is difficult to navigate. So it says, I'll get a notice that says, oh, you've got updates. And I'm like, okay, where are they? I can't find them. So maybe someone can do a helpful video for me on how to use the marketplace. Anyway, yeah, this is looking spectacular. So, I mean, Japan's such a great place to fly as well. Along with this, Microsoft has expanded its local Legends fleet, and this is the NAMC YS11. This, for me, is very reminiscent of another turboprop that was built in Scotland. I think the engine design is a bit different. But it's definitely from the heyday of some of these smaller regional turboprop that flooded the market, probably late 70s, early 80s. If there was one plane I would say it does remind me of greatly, though, it's the Sub 340. It looks really, really cool. A lot of these, of course, were retired because the advent of regional jet airliners became a lot cheaper to run and were more efficient and faster. But it's always great to see. I have a right romance for the old turboprops. I'd love to see a decent Sub 340 as well. I know there is one in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I'd like to see a more detailed version because it's absolutely gorgeous. If you ever fly in a plane like this, it's really, really nice. Moving on, Airplane Heaven continued to expand their World War II selection. Have now teased the Mosquito. Mosquito is a very interesting airplane for a couple reasons. The first is first and foremost, the performance on the airplane was amazing. But what was particularly interesting about the Mosquito was the fact that it was built primarily out of wood. And the reason for that was because during the Second World War, materials were getting very scarce. It was very difficult to have enough metal to build all these airplanes. And I can't remember the name of the guy behind it. He came up with this idea, well, we'll just build it out of wood. And they did. And it ended up being probably one of Britain's deadliest fighters. So yeah, very, very interested to see this. It was a twin engine. They used it for all sorts of things, particularly tactical night bombing, I think, was one of its big roles. And it was very, very good at that, especially for things like train busting, all those types of missions. So yeah, cool to see. And of course, this is on the back of their announcement that they're working on a B-25 as well, which I'm really excited about. CJ Simulations. Now this is cool. Global 7500. Now this is the Bombardier high performance, high altitude, high range regional jet. I mean, they're astounding jets. There is a high fidelity Bombardier 650, Challenger 650, but that is only for X-Plane. We've not had anything in Microsoft Flight Simulator yet, so this is really good news for me. And I'm obviously, being a Canadian, I'm a huge Bombardier guy. It's the Hawker 74. Thank you, Nighthawk. Yes, that is exactly what I was thinking of. The Hawker 74, 748. Is it 748 or 748B? I can't quite read that. Thank you. And I have seen one. I've seen a Hawker up close as well. It's really, really cool. So looking forward to this. The detail on this is looking pretty cool as well. I mean, I dare say those textures could be a little bit better. But I think this is kind of a preview. But yeah, it's looking quite interesting. So we'll keep an eye on that. Inabuild's expanding their... well, they've offering freeware here. Which is a remote airstrip called Wolf's Fang, located in Antarctica, and it's completely free. They are timing this with the Inabuild's 340. I believe the reason for that is because the 340, if I'm not mistaken, was one of the airliners that landed in the Antarctic. Yeah, I mean, needless to say, this is quite remote. Looking very interesting. I'd love to see, if there's really interesting night lighting for this as well. Not much there to go on, but yeah, very, very cool. And if you like to go out to the remote regions of the world, this is probably going to be pretty good. Inabuilds has also released the Impulse 100 pocket rocket. I presume this is based on a true airplane. It'll be a stunt flyer kind of acrobatic airplane. It certainly looks the part anyway. It'll be very fast, crazy of doing all sorts of stunts. So if you're into your kind of stunt pilot, let's see if we can get any stunt footage here. No. Doesn't seem to show anything. Anyway, tail dragger as well. So for those of you that like tail draggers, I'm not a particularly happy person about tail draggers, but some people really like them. Go check that out. Flight Sim Studio Super 27 has announced an expansion for 2020-2024. This is it the 727? Yeah. Which is looking pretty cool. I don't really know much about the studio or how good or bad they are, but if they can give us some sort of remotely detailed version of the 727, I think that'd be a good addition for flight simulation anyway. very peculiar plane, the 727. It's still widely used in forest firefighting or wildfire fighting. For a tri-jet, it was relatively small compared to the other tri-jets at the time. But yeah, it's always nice to see another airliner in there. This is pretty neat, though. Windwing has announced their launch date for their Ursa Minor Airbus style throttles. And
Take off runway 02.
People that have got their hands on this say it is really, really good. Now, this is all kind of computer animated at the moment, but content creators are raving about this. They're absolutely raving about it. Anyone that's actually had a chance to kind of look at this up close say it's a different level for Airbus throttles. Very, very exciting. Because the only real option we have right now is the Thrustmaster series, which is okay. But this looks like it's going to take it up to the next level as well. So, yeah, this is going to be one to watch, and the build quality on this looks pretty cool. I mean, ultimately, it looks like Windwing is going for the whole shebang, right? Modular, Airbus cockpit, all the bits and pieces you can think of, at a lower price range than what you might look at current market offerings like Flight Deck Solutions, which is very, very high, premium, custom-made stuff, probably out of the reach for most people like you and me. But this is, gives an opportunity for people to kind of build their own assembly one piece at a time, and I think it just looks awesome. It's amazing what they're doing. And they're moving so quickly as well. So, yeah, that's one to watch for sure. And finally, this is big news. I think it's positive. There's a lot of fanboys that are kind of getting their undies in a bit of a twist about this, but Microsoft Flight Simulator was just announced on the PlayStation State of Play in the Tokyo Game Show last week. Massive news. Is the PlayStation 5 capable of running such a thing? Yes, absolutely. It's comparable to the Xbox Series X, so there's absolutely no reason to think that it can't run it and run it very well. Microsoft is also bringing out some custom content for it, including the Boom X, I think is the Boom X1, which is the prototype supersonic airplane that Boom recently flew just about 4 or 5 months ago. And it's funny, seeing some of the reactions. I'm watching some of the content creators react to this. A lot of people couldn't believe that Microsoft Flight Simulator was actually announced for PlayStation. For me, it's positive. Yet again, it's just going to massively expand the community. I don't think there's a lot of... I think PlayStation fans or PlayStation-oriented content creators don't really know what to make of it, but once it gets out, and it's going to be released December 8th this year, once it gets out and people start playing around with it, I think this is going to be another revelation for flight simulation and the flight simulation community, and certainly the Microsoft Flight Simulator community. I am hoping and believe likely that the multiplayer servers will be shared as they are for PC and Xbox. So this is great. PlayStation has a massive fan base. Like PS5 must be pushing about 50-60 million units by now. So being able to even get a fraction of that into the servers, it's gonna more pilots, bigger community, more interest. Ultimately, it's good for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's good for the flight simulation community, and I personally welcome and invite all PlayStation fans. If you're interested even remotely in Flight Simulator, it's a great product. It's so much fun. It's such a great sandbox, and it's one of these things. It's one of these experiences. It's not about killing. It's not about combat. It's about having the challenge. It's about flying with other people and learning, among other things. I'm primarily learning about flight. So I think it's an awesome thing, and can't wait to see how our PlayStation brothers and sisters find the experience. Maybe that's the news for today. So we'll get back to the normal stream. right. So we're holding nicely at... Oh, we've slowed down a bit, though. Clouds seem to have dissipated somewhat. And we're still only just passing the north. Oh, no. Is that... Yeah, we're just passing the top of the North Island. I mean, that's... New Zealand's bigger than you think. Strangely, people think Scotland's quite small as well. And Scotland's actually quite big on its own right. So, fortunately, didn't get much of a chance to explore the North Island this time around, but we'll certainly come back. I think New Zealand was lots of fun. Had some great VFR flights from Nighthawk as well. Right, let's get the sim noises up a bit. I put some pics of the 74B and the YS11. Ooh, yeah, let's go have a look at that. Oh, you're flying the PMDG 777-200, yeah. Oh, well, I have seen you on before, haven't I? I don't know what's going on in multiplayer. Ah, now this is, yeah, this is a good comparison. Thank you to Nighthawk for this. So, we were talking about the two airplanes. So, I said it was reminiscent. Obviously, it does look a bit different. I think the Hawker Siddeley is smaller, but yeah, the engines. You're right. The engines do look identical, and possibly they were the same engines. And I've seen one of these up close. I thought it was a cool looking airplane. So yeah, just to see the back-to-back comparison there, you can definitely see, certainly in the engines, you can see a lot of, it's got to be the same engine, surely, yeah. Yeah. So there you go. I wasn't far away from the, I wasn't off base. Now, just out of curiosity, I can show you a Saab 340. Just so you can compare. Now, the Saab 340 was more up to date than. You get the gist of it anyway. So, completely different, obviously. The 340s are still flying. I think Loganair still flies them, North Scotland. But a similar kind of approach, certainly not. I would say this is a more modern version, a more modern type of engine. But I've flown on one of these. They're lovely to fly on. Really, really enjoyable. Anyway, thank you for pulling this up for me, Nighthawk. That's really cool to look at. The Saab 340 is in micro... Yeah, it is. I've tried it. I don't know. It seems really clunky to me. I'm not a huge fan of default aircraft. I mean, I'll give a pass on the Cessna site. Was it the Cessna Citation or CJ4? Because I know that working title had a lot to do with overhauling the avionics, and they're kind of integrated into the Asobel team now. So, I mean, for that, absolutely. But some of the new stuff that's come in, I mean, the airliners they all kind of work-ish, but they do funny things, and so I don't really want to invest time. I'll tell you, I think, is it the Twin Otter that came with Microsoft 2024? That's horrible. I don't like that at all. Something doesn't work with me on that airplane. It just doesn't feel right. The views are all weird, and yeah, I don't know. Default aircraft, what are you gonna do? Hey, you know what? They're free, I guess, so it's good that way. But right. No end of no end in sight for top of descent, so it must be far away. Now the clock is 18:43 in the sim. Can't remember how you get your top of descent here. Oh, cruise altitude. Oh, that's climb. Oh, progress. That's probably what. Top of descent. Top of descent. Top of descent. Top of descent. You could probably step climb there. Step climb. I really need to read up on this. Oh, let me go up. Are you gonna climb? Looks like it will. Yeah. Okay. And let's clear that out, so yeah, okay. What was I doing? Can't remember. Oh, top of descent, that's what I was looking for. Oh, I can't remember. My brain's not working. I just can't remember. How to get top of descent? How do you get top of descent? How do you get it? Could be confusing it with another airplane. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, someone else is in the skies up there. Hookalea, I can see him. Hey, and Mrs. Tippy's up there, so they're all crowding around Nighthawk right now. Can you guys see each other? Because if you guys can see each other, maybe it's a setting in my own sim. Only name tags, okay, so it's not me. I mean, it's a relief in a way, because I mean, it's not some weird setting or problem I have. You'll come back here. Apparently everyone is flying CJ Typhoons. Yeah, some funky stuff going on. That's annoying me. How do you get top of the sun? Here. Root. Step. No. Progress. Huh. Yeah, usually it's on your VNav for your progress page, but yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, it's a mystery. No time soon anyway, because I can't see it within 640 nautical miles, and we've got still just over 1,000 nautical miles remaining, so we've got a ways to go. Oh, just about a third of the way, maybe between a quarter and a third. Changed it up, didn't want to be predictable. Oh, you're actually in the Typhoon. Oh, okay. Curiouser and curiouser. Sorry, I'm just randomly pressing buttons at the moment, aren't I? Oh, there's Mississippi behind me. Top descent is just past. You found switching to plan mode. Okay. No, I can't see anything. Oh yeah, you can see it, I suppose, on the you'll see where it starts to descend, yeah, true. Yeah. There's got to be some simple way, and I'm just not remembering or just not seeing it. Certainly descent. You would think on the descent page for the VNav you'd see it. But I don't see it at all. Now, one thing I will say. I don't want to be going 230 knots at Moncton, that's for sure. I want to be going 180. What's our descent? What's our arrival? I don't know. We'll go full flaps 30 on this. 129. Let's bring this in. Oh. So we are runway 20. .143 at 30. So I even think 180 is probably quick. Probably once. We'll leave it at 180. Leave it at 180. Alright, let's go 170. How with it? So I think by the time we hit Moncton, you probably want gear down, flaps 15 at the very least. That's what I think. Okay. Oh. I think I'm going to take a toilet break shortly. It certainly sounds windy up here as well. Be right back, guys. Glea says, started out showing 777 and then Mississippi in a typhoon. Now everybody's in a typhoon. Yeah. It was really weird. Last week I couldn't see anybody, and then when we parked, everybody was in an A10 randomly. I'm in an F-22. Okay. So you can see something. quickly check settings here. I don't know if this will make a difference, but it's quite a crosswind we got there. Bit of a tailwind as well. Right. Shall we do some approach planning here? Right. Let's look. Since we got time to burn, so let's have a look. Right, so we got inbound from what the 025, and we're gonna do a bit of a loop here now. Near rev, I want to do like a bit of a circle, maybe. Trying to think of how this. So I think first thing we want is runway heading. So it's 205 inbound, which gives us a reciprocal. Minus 180 goes, so 025 reciprocal. No. I'm confused. What does that mean then? It's 205 inbound. Oh, 025, right, okay. It is 025. Okay. So let's go fix. So we want, should go back to legs first. Pick up our airport. Drop that in. And so we want 025, and then sorry, go back to this want. So near rev is 1.4. It's 2.8. Plus. Oh, it's right there. 3.1 is 5.9. Sorry, just looking at there. 6 miles. Okay. So six. Put a plan. That should give us our loop there if we drop the range down. Actually, it's a bit shallow. Let's drop it to 3. Or we'll put in another one. It's in 3. Kind of gives us something to go by. And we have put in our approach information. Yeah, 130, 143. Cool. $900 miles remaining. Oh, there's Mississippi up in front. We still see Hukalea. Oh, there he is. You have a 105 knot tailwind. Yeah. Turn the seatbelt signs on just for giggles. See if that announcement trips off or not.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time the captain has turned on the seatbelt signs, and we ask all passengers to return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts until the seatbelt signs are extinguished. Thank you.
Yeah, flawless. Cool. See if we can see. If anybody gets close to me, I'm curious as if I can actually see an airplane or not. Lots of water down there, though. AD's got kind of weird markings. Eh? I just find it the registration on the wing like that, and then just a red dot. I'm that curious. You were close a few minutes ago? Okay. Should we look at some pet pictures? I've got a new one. Yeah. It is showing aircrafts, okay.